Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming next.
Good Sports is recorded on Saturday, August 13th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion or on their indoor ice rink. Call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, leagues, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness can be picked up at over 700 locations in KC, and it's absolutely free. Also, this month, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 19th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about how KCIC is gearing up for the upcoming hockey season, which starts up soon. In our Sportingly Summit Soccer Report, we write about Sporting Stripes, their soccer program for 3- and 4-year-olds. And in Chloe's Corner, the Startland News Tennis Report, we introduce you to a local tennis player, Elisa Prignaru. So we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, and we're joined by Dean Nelson. He is the general manager at the KCI Center. He's been in charge of things here for 5 years, right?
Yeah, approximately about 5 years. That's why when you said 19th year for you, I remember coming here, and I think you were in your 14th or 15th. So congratulations on the 19th year.
Thanks.
And, I've been here now for this will be my sixth hockey season, I believe.
Oh, really?
For 5 full years I've been here.
Oh, wow. So he's in charge of everything that goes on at this facility. He's been influential in growing hockey not only here but in the Kansas City metro area.
Thank you.
Dean, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
That's amazing. 6th year. Wow.
I came in the spring or the summer of 2011. And, that would have been my first year, so I've been 5 full years, so I got to be going into I would think, my 6th hockey season, it seems like.
Wow.
So, yeah, it turned into 1 year coming here to maybe to help with a little bit with the remodel of the Kansas City Ice Center, to help with, some of the functions they need as far as construction goes and as far as management goes here at the rink. That was my background, and then also my hockey background of coaching and teaching hockey in the Minnesota area. So I came down and expected to be here about a year. And now it's been a glorious 6 years, going on my 6th year now. So, couldn't be happier and couldn't be more excited about the things that are going on in the Kansas City youth hockey, as well as the community that I live in.
Yeah, and I like the retro jacket that you're wearing there with the Blades logo. That's really nice.
That's our
really
summer
cool
team this year. We take a summer travel team.
Really?
And that's a logo that I developed after being good friends with Gary Emmons for the last few years, ex-Blades player. And when we were looking for a logo for our summer team, which is a travel summer program that I do in the early spring and summer, we go up to Blaine and we play in the International Cup up there, and we took 2 teams there this year. And it was just a logo that we designed, and I had my guy back in actually Rochester who just does a lot of my work, Jim Rush, designed a logo for us, and Gary liked it, and a lot of the kids liked it, and it was real simple and plain, and it really helped with the merger. We did it kind of at the merger time 2 years ago when we did the merger. We used to be called the Kansas City Jets, was our summer program.
Right.
And when I was bringing kids from all around the area, I said, why don't we just be called Kansas City, and let's really try to put us on the map up in the northern area. So it's been a great time.
Yeah, that's fun. It brings back old memories, because when my kids started, it was the Junior Blades, which, it had the word junior that was like right above it or something like that.
Neat.
But so we had a bunch of old jerseys, I'm sure, that I threw out that were in our basement.
I probably got them here.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. So camps are done.
Yeah.
Camps are done. You had a very successful camp period. We were supposed to be out here on battle camp, but timing didn't work out with your special guest that was here, and that's okay. We've, he was great to talk to, but you guys had to take care of business.
Yeah, we got through battle camp, which was great. We had 80 kids in battle camp this year, which is an awesome number of kids. We had total about about 400 kids that went through camps this year in 5 weeks. We had about 70 to 75 every week at each of our camps. Started in mid-July, or actually started in June this year and went mid-July. We took a couple weeks in mid-July and then our first week in August. Now we're into what's called training camp, which is a 2-week process with the kids who are going to play travel hockey. So it's 4 hours on the ice, and then they do a little bit of off-ice training, and so it's been a great success as well. So we have almost 150 kids. Over 220 kids are going to try out, and we probably have 150 to 175 kids now in training camp, and then the high school or midget training camp will be closer to the end of the month of August, and we have another 40 kids in that. So out of the 220 or 225 kids who are registered for tryouts, about 95% of them did the training camp, and that's kind of what I wanted it for. I wanted those kids to feel good about their tryout.
Yeah, it's to get their legs and get their timing, and especially if you're a goalie or anything like that. You know, actually, timing is really important.
You know, actually, it's kind of neat because we've asked the goalies to stay at both sessions. So with so many kids right now, for instance, the Bantam category has close to 70 kids trying out. So we had to split them by their last name, A through L, M through Z, because of the amount of kids that want to come to these training camps. And but we've asked the goalies to stay for both sessions. So it's been nice because the goalies then can get that extra work that they need as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So how many travel teams will you have this year?
We'll probably have 9 to 10 travel teams. Last year we had 9. The year before we had 10. So it fluctuates depending on birth years and stuff and numbers of kids. This year we're looking at probably 9 or 10 again. So a couple at each age division. There's one age division, the Bantam age division. We might have as many as 4 in one division.
Oh, wow.
Where 2 years ago we had 4 in the Pee Wee division. So it's kind of those birth year kids that move up. They shift up. Yeah. And so we might have 4 in that division. We'll have to see, and it means I'll have to go out and get another coach maybe or try to talk some of the parents into helping us out. But I tell you what, there's so much support around here and so much love for the game of hockey in this area that it's not a problem for me to go out and ask somebody to volunteer their time to help give back to the kids, to the great sport that they grew up on.
So the 9 or 10 teams are just travel teams, and then you've got the recreational teams. And you know, you've got a lot of flags that are banners that are up here on the ceiling, which I probably need to take a picture of and show.
Yeah.
A lot of championships that you're defending this year for the travel teams.
Yeah, we had 3 state championships last year, and that was the most that we've had since I've been here. The game of hockey is really growing in this area, and it's really getting competitive. The kids really like that competitive level, as well as they offer a good house and recreational league in the area. Right. So with the merger of Kansas City Youth Hockey last year and this year being our second year, it was a pretty smooth year really for the merger. This year there's wide open, great things ahead. So the travel teams will be back defending some championships in certain divisions, as well as the house level teams will be having a great new adventure, we hope, as well.
Yeah, so let's talk about the house level registrations going on right now. Is that correct?
Travel tryouts are next week, so we'll be done with that kind of by the time this airs. And then the house registrations are being done till the end of August. So if you don't make a travel team, you'll, of course, want to go back to the house and play in the rec league, as well as a lot of the kids are in that league. So the Stars, currently just the Stars program that comes out of Kansas City Ice Center, they currently field 3 or 4 teams at each level. That's Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and then high school, as well as have a large 50 to 60 kids in the U8. So you might be looking at 300 kids total in the house level, and we have to evaluate them September 16th, 17th, and 18th. I believe you guys might come on out and do a taping that day. And we have to evaluate them. We have to spread them out. The neat thing about this year, there's a lot of talk about leveling the house division.
Oh, really? So what does that mean?
That means that we'd like to do like not necessarily an A and a B, but an upper and a lower, whatever they call it, a gold and a silver. So the kids who are maybe have more experience in house league would play together, and the kids have a little less experience or novice would play together, and they wouldn't mix them together, kind of like they do in men's league that you're familiar with. There's an A, B, C, D men's league, and it works out really well. And we need to start doing some of the same things with the kids because they're at the same level as the men's league guys. You know, some of those kids that may be just starting or just wanting to get into the game and they love it, but they're not ready to play with kids that have skated for 4 or 5 years.
Right.
And if we put those kids with kids at a higher level and we put them on the same team and we put them on the ice at the same time, the lower level kids don't get to see the puck that much.
Yeah.
Kind of like a men's league game. If you're trying to play on an A-league team and you can't get around very well, you're probably not going to see the puck that much. Because the guys who are good or who are better are going to take it, and they're going to be down the other end, and you're, hey, I'm coming, guys. And then by the time you get down there, they're coming back the other way.
You're the guy that's offside.
You're the guy that's offside.
When the play turns and goes back
the other way.
It's
no different with the youth. And I think that we have to look at the youth and really know that those recreational and house players, even though the travel get a lot of attention and they get a lot of like ice time and they get a lot of like building of that program, the house level and the rec level is really the kids are just playing for the love of hockey a lot of times, and they really want to continue to play. So for us to be able to grow that and make that better, I think that tiering it would be a great deal. Whether it's done this year, I'm not sure. We're kind of a little bit behind the gun right now.
Right.
But next year for sure, I think it will be something that's done. And I was at a meeting 2 weeks ago, and I said, let's just do it. And we're not ready for it yet. We don't know if we have enough coaches for this level or this level. And I said, let's just try it. Right. And so, that's in discussion right now. We'll see how that comes out. But I know that the kids at the lower levels will have a much funner time. Yeah. If that's a phrase, much funner. And then at the older level, it is today. And then I know at the kids at the older level, how they have to make like a select team. that will be your select team. The gold level would almost be your select division, and those kids will want to come to practice every practice because it's their select team.
Right.
Where sometimes they lose interest through the year because the house practices, they have to kind of slow it down a little bit. So, we're excited if it goes through. We're going to try to push it through. If not, maybe next year. But that's the way we're headed.
Yeah, certainly. The kids that could skate the circles, which is a drill that you go through where they skate forward and they skate backward and things like that. That was boring for them always when I was coaching. But there were other kids that always, were learning, and you had that mixture of all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So you've got a used equipment sale and an open house that's coming up at the end of the month. People can pick up, parents that are out there can pick up the used stuff, which is really good. That's the way we started with our kids.
I think it's August 27th. It runs during the day. So Mary Helmick, the administrator of the Stars, will come down and start the day on the 27th as a Saturday with a parent meeting at like 8:15 in the morning during our Learn to Play hockey class. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have a used equipment sale during the day. The thing about used equipment sale is great is you can pick up stuff, but the best thing for most people like yourself is I got to unload some stuff. Yeah. I got to clear out my garage. I got to get some stuff out of my house.
That's right.
So I've had a lot of calls in the last week like, when's that sale? Because I'm coming down with my stuff to put on tables. And you know what? If it doesn't sale, I just want to give it away, to somebody in need. There's a lot of kids out there who need skates, or who need helmets. And the stuff isn't cheap. Mm-hmm. So come on down to the used sale, and that's on the 27th. That's during the day. You can drop off your equipment in the morning and tag it, or come back for the sale. And I believe the sale runs like 1 to 3 or something during like the afternoon. And
have the time,
just check our website. Yeah. And it's on the KC Stars website as well, or KCIC, and just go ahead and check our used equipment sale. And then they run right into a open house in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. And I believe the U8 Roundup, they call it, is from 5 to 6 that day as well, which they have all the U8 kids for the first time on the ice. So, it's kind of neat because it's been quiet in here right now today.
Right.
But, the storm is right around the corner and hockey season's upon us.
Yeah, it's truly amazing that it is here. It's here already. And, games start in the middle of October. Practices start in September, which by the time this airs, you'll be in full swing with all of that.
Yeah, we love it. We're in full swing right now, so it feels like we're getting closer.
Especially in the planning stage, for sure. So, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk with Dean Nelson, the general manager of the Kansas City Ice Center, a little bit more in our next segment. But right now, we're going to take a break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, and they're located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of Good Sports after these messages. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, you can get a sports physical for just $25. Mention KC Sports Magazine when you call. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. The course is in fantastic shape, and visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Your soccer team can play for the Sportingly Summit Cup. Sign up now to participate in this fall tournament that's scheduled from September 30th to October 2nd at Legacy Park. The Sportingly Summit Cup tournament is for boys and girls U8 to U19. Hurry because the registration deadline is August 26th and space is limited. For more information, visit sportingls.org and click on the Tournaments tab. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion or on their indoor ice rink. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, KCICenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, leagues, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey program. In our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Heartland Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month we write about Heartland's emphasis on providing quality coaching for young soccer players. And in this issue we honor the U.S. Army Lenexa Recruiting Center as a top performer of the month, plus we feature a future soldier from St. Joseph who ships out later this month. You can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Core Strategies Physical Therapy, at most golf courses in KC, including Eagles Landing and Winterstone Golf Course, at Z Sports, Kansas City Chiropractic, Mission Bowl, and Olathe, plus you'll always find it at the Kansas City Ice Center. Now coming up, on August 20th, we'll be at Eagles Landing Golf Course in Belton. Eagles Landing is located just 15 minutes from Overland Park at 4200 Bong Avenue. On August 22nd, we'll be at Golf Tech in Overland Park. Golf Tech is located on the southwest corner of 95th and Antioch in Overland Park. On August 24th, we'll be at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, and Core Strategies is located just east of 69 Highway on 103rd Street. And on September 24th, we'll be at Mission Bowl in Olathe, and they're located at 1020 South Weaver off 56 Highway. So we're here with Dean Nelson. He is the general manager of the Kansas City Ice Center, and it's a quiet day today, but things are going to get crazy here in the upcoming weeks. Dean, some of the staples that you have that go on pretty much year-round. You had it this morning when I pulled into the parking lot as your Learn to Play hockey program.
Yep.
And the parking lot was full today with that, and lots of kids, lots of little guys and little girls that were going through the door with their sticks and their bags and all that kind of stuff.
It's a great time in the Kansas City youth hockey scene and for developing hockey. That Learn to Play hockey program is so awesome that it's a summer program, and it has 75 kids registered.
That's amazing.
And, usually in the summer we'd go way down. They would, take the summer, hey, we're doing stuff. Now it's almost like they want to keep going year-round and try to learn the sport. So we have one now that ends on the end of this month, which is August 27th it ends on. And then we'll start up a brand-new Learn to Play hockey program, and we'll probably get back to the numbers we were in the spring of 95 kids we had in our Learn to Play hockey. And what it is those kids start September 10th, and it's an 8-week program. You can sign up for it online, KCICenter.com, or call us down here at the rink, 913-441-3033. And the Learn to Play hockey program is really, really not only the funnest that I have of my week, but really the kids that are starting is really the place you want to get going with hockey.
Yeah, they absolutely, the little guys absolutely love it. And when they make an accomplishment or score a goal or whatever it is that you do with them, it's always fun. It's always great to be able to encourage them. I moved a kid from level 2 to level 3 today, and we have 3 different levels on the ice. Our Learn to Play hockey program is set up where the beginning kids are called the rookies. Then we have what's called the Little Stars, which is when you're starting to stop and turn and go forwards to backwards. We were doing stick handling today. And then the All-Stars, we call it, is our third group, which is the upper group. And those are the kids really ready to get right into the league today, and which they should be. And I took a kid from Group 2 to Group 3, and his eyes lit up, and he was like, I can do it. And I said, come on, you can come down to this group. And he said, I'm going to Group 3. And I said, yeah. And he was a kid that's maybe 8 or 9 that's trying really hard. So, yeah, it's great. The progression for those kids is Learn to Play hockey. And once they get in Group 2 or 3, they really want to start getting into the fall league. Right, yeah. So the progression for that, and this is on your website, so it's a great little tool for parents that are just getting started with this, is Learn to Play hockey. And you'll take kids from age 3 to 10.
Yeah, about 3 to 10. Yep.
And then they jump to the KC Stars mini mites, which is age 3 to 8, but they'll jump up into the league.
We have
right?
the next one is there's a mini mite thing that we run during the winter for the learn to play hockey kids to get another hour of ice that aren't in the league quite yet. But yeah, right now that's why we end one at the end of August, because the leagues start registrations going on right now for the U8 and U6. So what USA Hockey has done is they've went U8 and U6 again now. So we have a league that's just for U6. So any kids that are 4 and 5 and 6 can get into a good development. And then we have what's called U8 as well for those birth years of like 2010, 2009, 2008. And those kids are a little more experienced, most of them. So we have a U6 and a U8. And then after that, they progress right into the squirt division, which is U10 now, they call it, U12, U14. Next thing you know, your kid's in high school graduating, and his hockey career, it was a big, big part of his life.
Yeah, so he's playing adult hockey, or he has his own kids. And
That's
I've seen that where a kid that I played hockey with, his dad was out here coaching his little kid. This was last year, and I just went, oh, my God, this is the circle of life.
It really is. And for our circle and for our things that we do here at Kansas City Ice Center, learn to play hockey, learn to skate is really where the lifeblood begins of that kid in that sport. Yeah,
it certainly is. And development. Obviously, that's where you start with development, but once they get into the leagues, development is key as well. Is that correct?
Hugely successful with the Kansas City Stars and the development here now with those kids. This morning, I probably had 12 coaches, 14 coaches on the ice with me. Yeah. Our U8 program is exactly the same. They have 10 to 15 coaches on the ice. If there's a lot of kids on there, a lot of help. ADM model that they run.
Which is what?
That's the American Development Model, I believe, for the hockey.
Is that where they break up the ice into different modules?
Yes,
and you work through that? Is that what that is?
5 or 6 stations. It's station work, and basically what it is we run it all the way squirts and peewees. If you came out here for a practice last week, I would have had four stations on the ice, or just like my battle camp or any of the camps. We run that model, and it's a model for them to be able to succeed in skills. And the skills really, it's 65% skills.
Right.
Is really what hockey is.
Right.
You know, it's 10% systems.
Right.
Very little systems. People think, what are you going to do this year? What's your systems? I said, systems. I need to work on the skating and passing and shooting. So 65% of that. And when the kids go back to that, they understand that's how it makes them a better hockey player, makes things easier for them, makes things more enjoyable. So if we can work on that skill development at a young age, learn to play hockey, U6, U8, U12, the rest of their hockey career is going to come a lot easier.
Yeah, well, being able to handle the puck without really looking down at it and looking for the guy or girl you're going to pass to is I mean, that's huge. That's huge. You're just not playing blind and all that. Yeah, we had a coach when the kids were little that was trying to have them cycle the puck, which the pros do, and they didn't understand what it was at a higher level. I'm sure at the Jets level, they do that.
Yeah, Bantam High School, you know, you start learning some of that, maybe a little bit in the higher levels of Pee-wees, but
that's because you've already got the skills.
Right.
Down,
But guys who are out there trying to teach the breakouts and trying to teach the forechecks and the things that you have to, I mean, you know, hockey really isn't a X's and O's too much, you know, where like basketball and football and baseball, you know, those are more of X's and O's.
Right.
This is more creativity. And if you stop a kid from being creative on the ice, you know, you've lost a big part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So the other mainstay that's here at the Kansas City Ice Center is Learn to Skate.
Yeah.
And that's for the kids that maybe aren't ready to go into the Learn to Play Hockey program. You can start with Learn to Play Hockey if you want to skate, correct?
Yeah.
But you know, or the kids that are out there right now that, you know, want to figure skate as well.
It's a mix. It is. It totally is a mix. It's a lot of new kids, you know, so they have levels as well. So it's a lot of new kids just trying to get their feet underneath them, as well as it's level 4, 5, 6 where the kids are trying to be figure skaters or trying just to be a better recreational skater. And Kay, who does the skate school, if you've had her on before and you know Kay, is a big, big push on recreational skating.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're not really at the Kansas City Ice Center trying to build the next pro athlete or figure skater from, you know, the Olympic gold medal. We are trying to give you a base underneath you where you can be a recreational skater, have fun with it. If that's your choice, where you want to go down one of those avenues and that's your dream, we are here to help you and pursue it as much as you can. But in Learn to Skate, it's exactly that.
Yeah.
It's a beginning program that she's been very successful with handling it that way, and it's a program where the kids can come in and learn how to skate.
And we've seen it. It's not just kids. Oftentimes behind me,
Right.
there are a bunch of adults.
Yeah.
And they're not here today, but there are a bunch of adults. And by adults, I mean all levels of adults. Some of them are gray-haired, in
They
their
are.
probably 50s or 60s that are working on it. And then there's some younger ones
They
as
are.
well. But
Yeah,
they're
they are.
adults.
And I'll tell you a neat thing about that is there's a group that usually skates here when we do this show and Saturdays, and they might be here when we're here next time. But the funny thing is one of those guys has come from not knowing how to skate, and he's an older gentleman. He's probably older, meaning my age or your age, and now he's teaching kids.
Oh, wow.
And so he's not a great skater.
Yeah.
But it might have been something always that he wanted to do was work with kids or teach kids, and he has a daughter that skates, and she's pretty good. But now he's working with like a beginning class of learn to skate, and he's working with Kay. And for him, giving back to a sport or giving back to the community or giving back to the kids is really, it comes back to you 10 times. You know that.
Yeah.
Working with those kids. And so for him, he had to start at a level of skating. So he got through that, and he's out here, and we'll see him next Saturday. Maybe I'll pull him aside and ask him how things are going. But now he's a teacher, and he's helping us here at the rink, which is a true blessing.
Yeah, I found it interesting. Like a year or two after I had finished coaching some of these leagues, we were at a store, and another hockey family came by, and they just said, "Thank you. We really want to thank you for what you did with our kids. You made it fun." And it's like, well, that's really nice.
Tell you what, the once you start giving and start not worrying about as much as what you're going to get out of it, you start getting it back 10 times. And, and the feeling and the love that the hockey community has, and it's a special type of families and kids who play hockey, especially in this area when it's not a popular sport, to get out there and do it. Some pretty special people that I met, and I think when we first started the interview of 5 or 6 years of me being here, probably one of the main reasons I started. One of the main reasons I stayed was because of that connection and those families.
Yeah, for sure. And it's happened. You've made it happen.
Oh, thank
you. There's a lot of other factors, of course, that go into that. Give us the information again. We're about to wrap it up here, but give us the information again on how to find out about all the things we've talked about, plus public skating and all the other things.
All of our programs down here at Kansas City Ice Center can be found at KCICcenter.com, as well as our KCIC app. Call us 913-441-3033. A lot of the things that we do here at Kansas City Ice Center interlink with the KC Stars.
Right.
So that's KCStarsHockey.com or now the KCYHA.com, which is the Kansas City Youth Hockey Association. So any one of those websites, all three, even more maybe, Dean Nelson has my name on it. If you need something, click email. And believe me, I get questions middle of the night, middle of the morning. Just go ahead and email me if you have any questions about hockey or skating programs.
Sure, yeah. Well, that's great. Well, thanks so much, Dean.
Thank you, Steve.
That'll do it for the show today. My thanks to the KCI Center for hosting us today, and, of course, to General Manager Dean Nelson for joining us. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it online at kcsportspaper.com and all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Sports. Watch more episodes on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Arbor Creek Health and Wellness uses rapid recovery therapy to get to the root of your health issue and solve it. RRT is a one-of-a-kind treatment style that's great for runner's hamstring or knee, computer neck syndrome, CrossFit shoulder, and more. And right now, pay just $35 for an RRT treatment or save $50 and get your first visit and treatment for just $70. Contact Arbor Creek. Contact Golf Tech in Overland Park and set up your golf swing evaluation, lessons, club fitting, and more. Golf Tech is the world leader in golf lessons and can show you how to swing better and play better golf. And call today to find out about Golf Tech's Crush It sale, where you can save up to 20% on lesson plans. For more information, visit golftech.com or contact the Overland Park Golf Tech at 913-642-8881. Sign up now for fall leagues at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Visit their website, missionbowl.com, or call 913-782-0279 for more details. Eagles Landing is the place to play golf in the Southland. For more details, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Startland News is a digital publication covering the Kansas City startup and entrepreneurial community. The mission for Startland News is to give a voice to startups, as well as city leaders, educators, investors, and corporations who support innovation and entrepreneurship. For more information on Startland News, visit startlandnews.com. Call 913-937-7492 or email news@startlandnews.com. Be a part of revitalizing golf by purchasing your copy of the Golf Hospitality Association Playbook for just $20. The playbook is for golf courses, beginning golfers, marshals, and course staff. For more information on the playbook and membership perks, visit golfhospitalityassociation.org or call 816-398-4110.